So are we going to lose viewers for doing this?
It's a possibility. It's something we have definitely talked about, that we are going to be kind of making a few changes, and we're really hoping everybody goes along with us.
We're excited about it.
We are.
So hopefully you're excited about it as well. But yes, it's going to be a little bit of a shift, not only in what we're going to do, but how we're going to do it.
So with that said, what's up next for us? We are going to be cruising for about 2 months straight.
Now, we understand that a lot of you may not like cruising. You're not cruise people. Well, we don't know if we are or if we're not. We've been on a couple cruises. One of them was great. One of them was just okay. But there are reasons that we're going to jump into this,
right,
and that we're going to cruise for 58 days.
Mm-hmm. 58 days consecutively.
58 straight days on cruise ships. So we're going to find out, and we're going to take you along with us.
Mm-hmm. So we've been traveling now for we have been traveling now for 4 years. And in that time, a lot of things have changed. I'm sure that if you followed us on this channel during that stretch, you will have seen how we have changed all of our styles of travel. And that's just kind of expected. This is kind of the next step for us, where we need that maybe easy stretch, where you're not having to deal with a lot of the stuff that goes into planning your travels.
Now, if you are new, you know that we've done slow travel. Mm-hmm. We started getting bored with that, so we went fast travel. That was too hectic and too much work for us. We went back to slow travel, which we do prefer, but this is going to be another way for us to slow travel, mm-hmm, yet see a lot of the places that we haven't seen yet.
Right.
And some of these places we haven't seen are, honestly, they're too expensive for us to go to.
There's some reasoning behind us choosing to do this. It's not just that we're choosing to go onto a cruise ship for that period of time. The areas, like Brian was mentioning, these areas have been on our list to go to. We just have not been able to afford to necessarily get there. We know we don't want to go and stay for, or can't even afford to stay for a month in these locations. Right. But we want to be able to get on the ground. Well, if you're getting on the ground there, that then requires you a few days later to take a flight somewhere else. So This we felt like was the most economical, even though not totally economical, but for us it was. It was just the smartest decision of the way we're going to go see this area.
Well, a good example is we spent about a week or so in Ireland, in Dublin, and we spent a month's worth of our budget in that 1 week.
Yeah.
So that's kind of an example of, these are the areas of the world that we're going to go to now, and it's going to cost us money.
Right. The time you're talking about, I think we were there 5 days, and it was almost $2,000 for 5 days, which, if you follow us, that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah. So this we just feel is going to be kind of hit us where we are maybe right now in our travels and what we're looking for. And like we said, this is traveling full time is a learning process. Every step that you take, you're never going to fully get it right. And even when you do feel like you get it right, the next step you feel like things have changed and that you need to mix it up again. So that's really normal. We're not abnormal in the way that we're doing things. We just are trying to stay excited.
Stay excited. And I also want to point out that we're not at all trying to defend the decision to do what we're doing at all. This is our decision. We get to do this. We just want to explain why we're doing it.
We're actually super excited. This is for the fall of 2025 that we'll be doing this, and we're counting down the days. So we're very excited for this next leg, but we go into it with that idea of knowing that that's a long stretch on a cruise ship. The longest we've ever been on a cruise ship, if you followed us in Antarctica, was for 17 days. With that said, when we got off that ship in Antarctica, we wanted to get right back on. So we felt like that said something. Yeah.
Now, one of the biggest drawbacks for me is going to be 58 days of chocolate chip cookies, margaritas, perhaps. So I might have to slow my roll a little bit on the idea of just going up to deck 14 and grabbing something to eat.
That, or we just up the staying in shape roll.
I knew she'd say that. I knew she would say that. They do have a gym. We are going to stay in shape. But it will be more of a challenge for me than it will be for her. She's got a lot more discipline than I do. But for me, having that gym and being able to do it for 58 days rather than, you go on a cruise and you're on vacation and they have a gym, it's only 7 days. it's barely even worth going in there for 7 days.
Well, a lot of time you're just
that's-
on vacation.
That'd be
too.
me
Yeah.
anyway. But so this isn't a vacation.
Right.
It's
We're living.
part of our living, so that I am going to access that gym. What I should do is I should weigh in and share it with you before I get on the ship, and then weigh in when I get off.
Ooh, do you want to commit to that?
I'll commit to that.
Let us know if you want him to do that.
You keep reminding me.
I'm not willing to do that, by the way.
I'll do it. I promise.
One area that we're actually very excited about with this new stretch for us is the video content that we're going to be bringing you is going to start to look a little bit different. We are going to be in a lot of ports.
Yeah.
We are going to be making a lot of stops, and for each of those stops, because they're us just kind of visiting them, we can't bring you the typical how long, how much it costs to be there for a month and all of that. But we want to kind of bring you along for the ride instead. We don't want to have it be as structured, but have it be a little more fun.
Yeah, a little more you're with us. We're figuring out this together. We're seeing this together for the first time. Not really a first impression video, but kinda. And that's good and bad, I think.
Yeah.
I think hopefully you enjoy it, but also it can be maybe not as good because you're not getting the handicap accessibility, you're not getting where to stay, you're not getting some of those other key points we like to touch on. Now we will touch on them if we notice them and it works, but it'll be a little different style. It's a style that we'll have to get used to a little bit.
Yeah.
So bear with us. Some of you that have been with us since the very beginning, my God, those early videos were cringy.
You've stuck through a lot of styles.
You've stuck to a lot of styles and a lot of cringy videos, so thank you for that. So I don't think they'll be cringy.
No.
I just think they'll be different from what maybe you're used to seeing.
Yeah. Now, with that said, we are still going to be bringing you all of the, we're still going to be doing obviously some of our sit-down style videos, and we're going to be bringing you content about a cruise ship as well, but with a little different spin on it. We're not going to just be sharing oh, look at this cruise ship. There'll be a little bit of that, obviously. But we want to share from the perspective of a slow traveler or for our early retirees and what this life looks like if you are on a cruise ship, where it's easier and where it might be more challenging, and the positives and the pros and cons to both sides of it. So we do want to kind of put a different spin on it as well.
Yeah, well, we're kind of looking at doing it, let's do the fast trains and the buses and move through Spain and Portugal and then slow down and get on a cruise ship. That's kind of the idea behind this, and we're going to see going forward, right? There's also going to be some other types of travel, so stay tuned for that next spring.
We have some very exciting. We're excited about them. We're excited about them, and we are hoping that everybody on our channel will also be excited and come along with us. Like we said, we kind of want to start to develop a little bit different feel to our content. Still bringing that very real. That is something we always strive for. What you see is what you get with us. We're going to share with you our feelings. We always try and bring a positive approach to things because that's just how we look at things.
Yeah, I'm very sensitive too, so you might get some very real moments on this channel.
If they run out of
forward.
chocolate chip cookies?
If they run out of chocolate chip cookies, I will be upset, and you will see that reaction. But they didn't have the macadamia nut last time.
He was actually very upset about that.
Yeah, but I got over it. I was fine in the end.
So now, why is cruising so appealing to us at this point of our traveling, our 4 years in? Every place that we travel to, if you are traveling or if you're looking at traveling, everything involves planes, trains, automobiles, buses.
Yeah.
Everything needs to be planned out. And that, to be honest with you, I know we've discussed this before and other people have shared the same thing. It's exhausting. Yeah,
4 years ago, we never would have imagined going on a cruise, especially for this long, really going on a cruise, just the two of us at all, unless it was to bring us home, like we've done before. But the more we do what we're doing, the more appealing it became. And we'll see.
We will see.
We'll see.
Yeah. I think for us, this is the way that we're looking at it is this is going to be a break. We're looking forward to it so much in a whole different way because we just arrive and then everything is taken care of. Short of us just looking up the places we're going to, we get to kind of enjoy it the way that we used to enjoy things going on vacation a little bit. You know, you were just excited to go. And so we're looking forward to that aspect coming back into our travels a little bit, of taking some of the care and concern out of it, and just arriving and getting to explore the city. And when you're done, get back on the ship.
Get back on the ship and know exactly where you're going to eat. You're going up to deck 14 or down to deck 7.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what you're going to do. What you're going to eat, well, it's what's in front of you.
And it doesn't have to be the same thing. We can actually like totally different things.
Mix it up a little bit. And that might sound silly, but when you're in a location for a month at a time, every night you have to figure out what you're going to have for dinner. And every night you cook or you eat out.
Right.
You know, but you're still doing the work.
And that's one of the other areas as well, is there's that part of it. And then there's also the constant, every place that we travel to, we arrive, are the accommodations going to be good? We had to pack our bags and then unpack them again. But the accommodation part for us has gotten pretty wearing. We've gotten really tired of dealing with what was promised, what was provided. In this situation, we just kind of know we're going to arrive. We've been on cruise ships enough before that we just know that their job, what they want to do, is make sure you're happy. And so if we want extra pillows, we just ring our steward, and he comes and he brings them. And you know, there's just a lot of care to making sure that the person on the ship is happy, and we're looking forward to that.
We just want to be happy. That's all.
We do want to be happy.
Is that too much to have?
It's not too much.
It's also going to be fun to explore these areas, knowing that we can possibly go back if we like to.
Right.
One of the biggest complaints about cruising is you're only in that location for one day. So you really don't get to experience maybe the culture and the people as much, which is very true, and it's a concern of ours. But we can always go back.
We can always go back. And the thing is one of the things we mentioned, like, this area is very expensive. And so it might help us pick and choose. If there is an area to go back to that we're really excited about, we'll know for sure that we want to go there and spend the money. A great example of this, though, is when I went on a cruise and I stopped into Santorini. Bucket list destination for me. Sure, I was only there for like 5 hours, which was absolutely not enough time. Never thought that I would go back to that area, because this was pre-Brian. I was traveling with a friend of mine, a girlfriend of mine. And we go back there and we were able to spend a month there.
Yeah,
you know?
I came along.
He came along for that one.
Yeah.
You know, and so you absolutely use this as a way to go and explore and see what appeals to you.
Yeah, it's not just cruising through the Caribbean, which can be fun for a week, but it's more of us adding to the lifestyle of what we're doing as a whole.
Yeah. So we just realized that we actually haven't told you where we're going yet. We did not mean to save that until this point. But anyway, we are going to be traveling through Northern Europe. So I'm sure that you were all trying to figure out where this super expensive area was going to be. We're going to be traveling, I think we figured out for us 11 new countries that we will be going into. And we're going to be doing this through the fall, and then doing repositioning that's going to be bringing us home late, kind of going into winter.
Going into winter, yeah. So, again, places like Scotland, Greenland, Iceland.
Iceland, yeah.
Iceland is green, Greenland is ice.
Yeah.
Got it. Places like that where we normally wouldn't get there.
Yeah.
Norway,
there's a lot
of different places we're
Denmark.
going. We're going to take you to every one of them.
We are, and we're excited to bring you along, show you everything that we're seeing as we're seeing it. Like we said, bringing a little bit different spin of this. Do we have concern that some of you may be like, yeah, cruising's not for us, and we're not really excited for this? You know, we're bummed if that is the case, but we absolutely understand it. This is just how the ebb and flows of YouTube, you know, people change the style of their travel. We also know that this might intrigue a lot of people different, that will see our channel differently as well.
Yeah, you know what?
In a positive.
Stick with us for the first, 20 or 30 videos. 2 or 3 videos, see if you like it, and if you do, great. And if you don't, we'll catch up with you next spring, because that'll be something entirely different.
So just to be clear, we are not done slow traveling. We are not done traveling in the way that we have been. We are just doing what we have learned needs to be done, which is adapt to the travel lifestyle, fits you where you are at this time, and we feel like this is a good fit for us at this moment.
So if this is your first time seeing this channel and you are interested in the cruising lifestyle, subscribe, hit the thumbs up. If you're not interested in the cruising lifestyle, stick with us anyway.
Yeah.
What the heck? What do you have to lose?
Right, and we are not just going on to the cruise like we said. We are still going to be covering all of the things that are slow travel related as
Yes.
far as early retirement,
Absolutely.
how we got started doing this, and a lot of that information as well.
Double thumbs up, please. Subscribe if you haven't already, please. And we'll see you next week.
Cheers.
Cheers.